sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
It's pure, so pure, cleansing to the touch. Deep down, filling with energy. And yet, its power is unmatched. It can, it will destroy its creations. Relentless power to kill or to create. Dangerous shower, a display that cannot be matched. Something so simple has come to clean us all. With the sound of a demonic call. You are the thunder in the storm. You are the rain that falls, the liquid swarm. You are the power in the wind. You are the hurricane. Destruction sings. You are the thunder in the storm. You are the rain that falls, the liquid swarm. You are the power in the wind. You are the hurricane. Destruction sings. It's cold, so cold. Embrace the vapor. Fly high, so high. With the forces beneath me. It blows, it pulls. The strong beg for mercy. It can, it will destroy our creation. A relentless power to kill or elevate. Dangerous shower, a display that cannot be matched. Something so simple has come to lift us all. With the sound of a demonic call. You are the thunder in the storm. You are the rain that falls, the liquid swarm. You are the power in the wind. You are the hurricane. Destruction sings. You are the thunder in the storm. You are the rain that falls, the liquid swarm. You are the power in the wind. You are the hurricane. Destruction sings. all over my shoes, yeah, I'm falling for you. Ain't nobody like you, yeah, you got me. Tripping all over my shoes, yeah, I'm falling for you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. You might be out of my league, but I caught you staring at me. It feels like I'm floating. Feels like I'm floating.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. I sit when I go number 1 and number 2.
Ain't nobody like you, yeah, you got me. Tripping all over my shoes, yeah, I'm falling for you. Ain't nobody like you, yeah, you got me. Tripping all over my shoes, yeah, I'm falling for you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
Yo, dog, it's the beats lab paint on the brain. Florida heat, but my chaos won't wane. Tracer lines fine, airbrush in my hand. Let's do it! Heavy, but the colors gleam. Twitch stream live, we chasing the thrill. Cannon boost your vibes, bending time to my will. Next level painting, yeah, we breaking the frame. Literal best of all days. No two are the same. Brush spray. Chaos we redefine. Art living the beat slab. Tearing worlds.
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab. Central Florida. Undisclosed. We're doing it again. Saruman OG in chat says he loves the music. Shout out to Recoil. Recoil Studios. We get some love in chat. Dark Horse, what's up, brother? Tolus UK. I see Recoil in the chat. Recoil's mom in the chat. She says, hello, Romeo. Buddy Funster, what's up, player? Kilty. Goat Boy. Professional Incompetence. Camo Specs. The Huff. Stephen Musket. Mateo, man, how you feeling, brother? Ian. Yeah. Project Mayhem. Nora Dog, what's up, man? Says congrats on the engagement. Thank you, man. Pac-Man. Banhammer. Rhea Prey. Dark Horse says, yo, greatest day ever. The 17-month resub. So, we're looking good. We got some promos up. We got our big month ender, giving away these battle boxes. Shout out to Captain Banhammer. And he made us customs. He doesn't sell these colors. And we got enough for the Final Four at the end of the month, or the Top D Grand Prix. So, Top D Grand Prix entries. That's how you get in on these. Only 5 on the planet, and I may keep 1. We'll see. And then next month is our 15-year anniversary of Next Level Painting. 2010 is when we started the joint. Which is funny because me and my lady are going through the process of getting like a wedding license and all that nonsense. And she's like, yo, what days are you off? And she actually just pitched the 10th as one of the days. I was like, oh, that's my stream anniversary. Or that's my business anniversary. She's like, yeah, let's do it a different day. I don't want it to be like both. Fair. So, but we're gonna get all that done next month. That's our day, Banhammer. Saruman says, drinking 40s just like a hobo, need to put it in a paper bag. That's right, man. They don't even hand you paper bags for these in Florida because, like, they don't care. Idiot in a Rampage. What's up, player? Where you been, man? It's Florida. No one cares. That's true. So I've been, oh, you know what? I gotta put these nails. Stephen Musket just gifted a sub. Got a little sub train going. I was cleaning my paintbrushes and my nails are at that exact length where they touch the paper in a weird way, and I can't, and it irritates me beyond belief. It's like, yo, you gotta cut these fucking nails before you paint. They like gently caress the construction paper in a fucking weird way. I don't know if that's like a mental disorder, but I can't stand it. We get some love in chat. Stephen Musket, thank you, brother. Recoil says, FYI, the collective noun for hobos is a jungle of hobos. And the leader is the Hobo King. Is this just some shit you made up, or is this like actual facts? May have cut that too short. I'm bad at cutting nails, bro. I need to pay more attention to this shit. I may have cut this down to my knuckle by accident. Recoil, that's actual science. The jungle of hobos. Welcome to the jungle. We can start saying that. Sensory overload, Mateo. Is that what it is? Now I need one of my emery boards. Because I fucked this nail up. I totally fucked my thumb up. Try to smooth it out. Definitely too short. Let's see if that goes again. Let's see if that does the opposite of what I intended. Hey, Rampage, got your shit together. Still have 6 boxes to clean out. And my idiot ass signed up for Escalation League. How's everything going with the new shit? Repray, you got the same tism. Glad I'm not the only one. This is not gonna work. So, I was at my parents' house over the weekend, saw them. They were super happy about the engagement. So, we're talking about going back up there so they can be our courthouse witnesses. And my mom was happy about that. Dark Horse, how's Bourbon and Booger going? We've sold half our tickets. So there's only 12 tickets left. Currently. Exclamation point. Do I have it? What's the command for that? Is it BNB? Yeah, exclamation point B and symbol B. That's accurate. Banhammer? Thanks, man. Adam on YouTube says, what's your favorite Chaos chapter? Mine is Emperor's Children and World Eaters. Mine's Death Guard for sure. It was like my first, I mean, Death Guard and World Eaters were like my first two major Warhammer projects when I first started. Idiot Rampage says, house ownership is expensive. Also, living 6 minutes away from work is baller. I bet that's nice. I wouldn't know. I haven't had to drive to work in a long time. This is kind of far. But promo wise, exclamation point BRB. That's the month. That'll be our month ender. I gotta update this command. Can you update the ender command, Recoil? Exclamation point class. Trying to sell another class spot this month. I just published a new spreadsheet, guys. So if you're trying to get your lessons penciled in, do it now. I'm keeping an eye on fucking spam calls. Oh, my lady just got here. Let me go downstairs, give her a little kissy. Is BRB not working? Really? Why am I having all these? We've been having that issue. All right, give me a second. Adam, what am I thinking about? 8,000 suns. They're hard as fuck, dude. I've got a few tutorials. Give me 1 second. Let me go give my lady a kiss. I'll be right back, and then we'll start painting. BRB. All day, every day. Does this work? Oh, you're okay. You made it first already. Let me close down my version. Recoils on top of things. No? Oh no, I see. I fucked up. Does this work? Yep. Okay, maybe it works now. All right, exclamation point class, looking for new signups. New sheet is live. We're going to be at LVO beginning of the month, October. So if anyone's going to LVO, let me know. Long ward doubles. And that's it. Recoil, yeah, we good now. So we're working on the Spaceful project. Let's see how far we can get today. And then we're back to the Grand and Clean one. And Adam was asking about Thousand Suns. I do have a few videos about that on in our table of contents on Patreon. We did recently have a Exalted Sorcerer on disc, Aramon and Magnus on our table of contents. Stephen Musket, yeah. It's on Patreon, brother. Got a tier for it. Course syllabus. When you sign up, you'll get a message from Patreon with all the relevant links and documentation, and you'll be able to pencil in for the first lesson, which is airbrushing. Recoil says, remember that comment about it? What? Not the right green one? What is that reference to? Struggling with that. Steven Motsky says, my disposable income is yours. I'll look into it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Exclamation point class here on Twitch. Take you there. Disco and the Disco chat coming in with that 46 months. Get some love right there. But yeah, Stephen Musket, have a command. Exclamation point class. It takes you right to the tier. You sign up, you get your literature, you get access to the Discord channel, and then we start logging in for our first sessions. But there's a whole syllabus that you can familiarize yourself, gear lists, everything. There's videos, even in your syllabus, spotlight, homework. We do it all, bro. Like I've taught over 500 people, I think now, one-on-one. Oh yeah, Rico, that's right. Somebody didn't like the Grin and Clean one on Facebook, right? Jack Garrison, 94 months. Look at this guy. I'm like, this is like one of the best Great Unclean ones ever. This guy's like, eh. Good troll. All right. Exclamation point class prize. We're bringing back the $50 promo. There are no humans on Facebook. That's right. Just mad AI. It's a great, not the green one. Not the right green one. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's lock in to the cradle, the obesity cradle. Let's recap. So that's our proof of concept for the head taker. And then we're in edge highlighting phase of the other two. All of this has been documented. It's on Patreon right now. How we do the sub-assembly and how we do the workflow strategies. So we got to finish edge highlighting this guy. Oh, this light's off. So we got to get the edge highlights down on this guy, and then we can move to the next steps. I see Mateo in chat as well. Getting some hobbying going, brother. Let's just get some of that moisture off the top of the wet palette. Use the paper towel for that. So the strategy, which, you know, if you're new here, we airbrushed this Payne's Gray. That was our base coat on this project. Then we used faded ultramarine, and we used that to set up our transitions and our highlights. So all the airbrushing is these two paints, which is always how I like to approach edge highlighting. Is I like to have exactly what's on the model on my palette. And then whatever we need to use to go further. And in this situation, we have a nice color called white blue. It almost looks white. Touch of blue in it. So it's not our goal to take like this color and just edge everything. That'll get you in trouble. You gotta respect the real estate you're in, especially if you're using dramatic airbrushing techniques. Which is why we have the other two paints and our eyeballs. That's Noosh. I'll use that on occasion. And this is Flow Improver. I'll use that on occasion. But ultimately, the technique is defined by high opacity and low moisture. So we're not really actually trying to add any moisture to the paint. We're just trying to raw dog it. So let me just get some brush. I have brush soap sitting on this right now, so I'm just getting it off. I'm going to be using my little 18-0 synthetic. All my students know about this brush, the link in my syllabus. So you see, we already started here. So let's move to the other leg. And since we're down here, you see it's brighter down by the toes. That means there's more faded ultramarine. But it's not pure faded ultramarine. So I'm going to take a little of the Payne's Gray, establish a little respect. High opacity, low moisture. What we're going to do is rotate the model, find that plane, and we're going to just scrape along the seam using the side of our brush. That's the tracer technique. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Rotate. We're going to hit it right here. Rotate. This is going to be tricky. You got to be cognizant of your tip penetration. Fuck that line up a little bit. Which is great because I'll show you how to fix that. And the tracer is how we get those clean Space Marine lines. And when you're showing it a little respect, you don't need to be too precise. You can be a little loose, but I still recommend light brush pressure at all times. But the whole point of showing the highlight respect like this is if we do end up with thick, not great lines, it's pretty easy to fix, or they'll just mostly hide themselves. Well, now we're going to use the tip of our brush and we're going to do a heart pull. Tip of the brush pulling straight back to our heart. And that's the brush stroke of precision. That's how you get those lines looking crisp. Big mistake people make is they just start kind of going every which way. You always want to be setting up and pulling back. Now, before I do any edits to any bad lines, I like to get as much edge highlighted as I can on the current goal, which is the leg. And you'll notice I'm not going to edge highlight every line. That's what GW does. It's not what I do. I just work on what's visible from prime viewing angles, and I let my airbrush kind of do the rest. As long as the dark stuff is dark and you've got good airbrushing, it'll ride. Now, anytime you got to do a ball, you got to respect the balls. So show it more respect than you would on a crisp edge. You got to run that heart pull right there with a nice respectful highlight. Tight. Now I'm going to rinse. This is what the flow improver is really helpful for, is I use the flow improver as like kind of like a rinse aid. Just kind of get that out of my bristles. And now you see that line, it got a little thick right there. Again, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to pretend it's not thick. Now we're going to grab straight up faded ultramarine. And now we're going to do another round of highlighting focused more on edges and hard angles, like 90-degree cuts and turns. Just going to touch the edges. Let's see if we can improve this line. Right here, you see how we're focused on those 90-degree turns. Let's get that heart pull. Now, important to note, I did my heart pull and nothing happened. Stop. Go back to the palette. Never battle it on the model. If it's not transferring, go back, reload. Get these edges. That's hard to get, this angle. All right. Templar in chat, where you at, dog? Fucking Kramus with his new name. All right, let's run back to the balls. Always respect the balls. This was our mix from earlier. Like, I'm grabbing a little noosh. We're gonna add a little bit more highlight. Let's heart pull right here. Okay. Let's go back to faded ultramarine. High opacity, low moisture. There. Now, there's these lines on the back of both legs. These are always the kind of one of the trickier lines because you have to heart pull that seam right there on the lower side. Always be rotating. Palm Twitch, thanks for the follow. Let's get a little bit of respect going. I want to get this one. Kramer says your name goes back in 7 days. If you were going to change your name, you should at least change it to your Instagram handle. Is this the only guy with boots like this? All right, so there is something kind of tricky here. Let me use the flow improver to break the paint up in the bristles. So now when they have a knee pad like this, I like to get that top seam there. And you pretty much, since I'm going to paint the knee pad a different color, I can be a bit aggressive. So I'm going to grab the Payne's Gray, add a little bit of our respect to it. And I want to see if I can highlight that top seam. And it's going to be really hard to do with a tracer without getting it on the actual knee pad. But that's okay because I got to paint the knee pad anyway. So over here, like, it's impossible. I just have to do a heart pull. I think. Yeah, we got to do a little heart pull. And so I showed it respect. That highlight is actually this much darker puddle. This is the actual faded ultramarine. So you see, by getting much closer to what the real estate is actually at, I can get away with a thick line like that. And now we'll grab more faded ultramarine, a little noosh. And we're just going to kind of touch that line a little bit. Like that, like that. Just run. I see where I messed up last week, right here earlier. Was that last week? Yeah. There's like a little divot right there. And I want to kind of box that little shape out a little better right there. So I've showed it a lot more respect. Created that frame. Get that set up. Stephen Muska says, no homo, but how soft are your hands? I'm a tradesman, and when I touch models without clear coat, paint comes off. My hands are softer than any woman's you've ever met. Women oftentimes remark when I touch them with my hands that they can't believe how soft my fucking hands are. And then they're instantly jealous that my hands are softer than theirs. Steven. Man, I used to pour concrete before this. They were bad. Cracked. I used to have cracks that ran from here to my nail. And it would split open. And I'd have to just put super glue in it, wrap it with a Band-Aid, and put my gloves on. Almost every finger. And so that's how my hands looked when I started this job. In 2010. 15 years ago. Next month. But then, 15 years of working on minis inside, baby hands now, dude. I even like one time burned my hand. I fell in a kitchen when I used to work in the kitchens. I fell, right? And like we were cleaning, bricking everything, and somebody was draining the grease. And I turned around super fast and tripped over the grease bucket and fell face first onto the flat top, which was cranked to the max because they were using oil to scrub it down. Face first into the flat top. The only thing that saved me was I got a hand down and pushed myself back off as I was falling. So 100% of the weight of my body on my hand, pressed into the flat top, lifted myself off. Didn't even feel it, bro. Literally felt nothing. Had to go to the ER, obviously. Went to the emergency room. I was like, uh-oh. Looked like straight strip of bacon, bro. Bradley, so it didn't hurt when it happened. But about 30 minutes later, it felt like I had someone drive me home. It's like 30-minute drive after the ER. It felt like, no exaggeration, like imagine if somebody was torturing you and then like you were tied to a chair and then like your hand was out like this and you couldn't close it and somebody just had a lighter like with a flame and they were just like burning your hand for like 30 minutes and you couldn't move. It literally felt that. Like that's how it felt. Like on the but they gave me a bunch of pain meds that I had to go get and pick up at the Walgreens down in town or something. And so I was driving back down the mountain to where I lived. 30 minutes of this. So the secret is you don't do shit like that anymore, Recoil. Because even that vicious, like all that, that's all gone, dude. These hands are baby hands now, dude. On the palms of my hands, baby hands, bro. The tops, you can see all the construction scars still, but the bottoms, bro, it's like that burn never happened. It's like all that concrete never happened. So you just go to office work. Bradley, probably because it was well oiled that I didn't need a spatula to get my hand off. Yeah. It was. That was like. That was like top 2 worst days of my life, pain wise. Just working inside, climate control, 10 hours a day, heals your hands. I don't even use moisturizer. Like all these girls buying all these moisturizers and shit. I don't even use that shit. Recoil, your fingertips used to have mega calluses from playing bass, and now they're baby hands. Yeah, right? All that shit goes away. The palms of your hands, they refresh. Like the way they shed cells is like way faster than every other part of your body. All right, let's get a little bit of the white blue mixed into the faded ultramarine. And let's see if we can pop this out one step further. With a little tracer technique, always be rotating. Oh, and I think Steven Musket asked about varnishing between layers. I would say that is best practice. Best in slot for sure. Though I don't always do it. But yeah, like it's literally it's peak, you know, like airbrush varnish, wash varnish, all your edge highlights, details varnished. I used to do that when I commissioned. Heart pull. Always be rotating. And we're not doing every line. You see, we're just popping out those accents. Brantley, would it be best to varnish after airburst layers? Yes. That is absolutely recommended, in my opinion. Let's get a little noosh on the tip. See if we can get a touch right here. Back on this side. Now this line, what I'm going to do is we're going to grab some water and we're going to kind of go back in time and split the difference a little bit with some of our respect layers. Lower the opacity substantially. Still want it to be a little bit of a highlight. And we're going to run a little heart pull right here and kind of temper that line and bring it all the way across. And now we're going to grab some, we're going to take the moisture off the brush with the paper towel, grab a little bit more faded ultramarine. Just get a little bit of action on that little thing. Beautiful. Now, let's get this hand right here. Always rotate. Now, when it's really crisp stuff and it's easy to get to, I show it less respect. Here, I'm jumping straight to faded ultramarine right here. We get a little bit more respect built in, combining the two. Just using my eyes, kind of color match. The objective is make it brighter. So now I've got a little ghost tint right there, you know, so now we're gonna hit the full force faded ultramarine. Hit that tracer right there, just kind of center mass. John Patrick, MCP, what's up? Let's take a little bit of that white blue and let's just touch some edges. Yeah, I used to wear gloves a lot. Recoil, remember I kind of like the guy who brought wearing black gloves to the internet. And over the years, I stopped wearing gloves so much because really I only used to wear a glove on this hand for airbrushing. But then I found as I moved and touched the models a lot, it was helpful to not rub the paint off. And then over the years, my hands got softer and my touch got lighter. Little heart pulls and tracers on those fingers. Want to make sure we get in there, find the angle correct. May have messed that up a bit. Yeah, that kind of upper arm right here, it's a little bit softer. We're gonna run a heart pull. Let's go back to our kind of respectful glaze mix. And we're gonna just do a little spot glazing, low opacity. And it's easy because we know what paints make up all the airbrushing is just these two. So it's pretty easy to repair anything that you see. Now, anytime you put a lot of moisture on the brush, make sure to at least tap it a little bit to your paper towel for this type of stuff. Okay, let's see if we can do a little tracer right here. No, it's not easy. But luckily, we've got a technique to fix our bad edge highlights. So this little cuff, like right here, that connects stuff together. You see, like I just highlighted that out. It looks like shit. It's okay. Again, let's just go back a few steps using our mix. Use that to kind of subtract. Let's grab a little bit more of the Payne's Gray. Shove it inside that recess. Clean those lines right up. That's called the glaze edit. So I'm going to take more faded ultramarine. Lots of water. And run that over it like a Band-Aid. Anywhere where it looks just a little abrupt. Yeah, the real estate on that little arm is a little bit more tricky. Let's find respect between the Payne's Gray and the faded ultramarine. Let's see if we can get a little line here and here. I like to get right on this as well. Happy with that. Gonna ride. Rinse it down. Let's move back to faded ultramarine. Let's see if we can get the spit guard. Should be able to do both sides. Get those little shelves right there. Always rotate. Now we're going to grab a little bit more of that white blue. Mix it with the faded ultramarine. Center mass. Corner. Corner. Rotate. Rotate. I'm going to take more of the white blue, less faded ultramarine. Kind of just one more touch. Kiss the tip. King of the Hatch says, hey man, KB still out here painting wolves. You know it. Painting Space Wolves for 15 years. Let's get some respect going. Faded ultramarine Payne's Gray. Let's rotate, invert. Get that breastplate. Also want to get bottom of these vents with heart pulls. Let's get more faded ultramarine, less Payne's Gray. Switch it down just a little bit. Get some of that paint to dislodge. Kings of the Hat says best Marine faction. Recoil says only wolves. Stephen Muskie says Temples are better. Stephen Muskie said fight. That is true. Space Wolves did figure out how to get twisted. Space Wolf beer would like kill a person, right? Okay, we got more highlight. Run back a step. I want to connect right here. Now I'd like to do an inner panel line right here. If possible, I want to trace around this little skull using the heart pull. Just a faint little highlight around it. This little ab plate. All right, I'll take it. Like you see how much I'm not actually highlighting? Like, fucking Catch Me Dead fucking highlighting that little hand in there when you can't even see it. It's already airbrushed. Yo, Monument Hobbies. Coming in with that raid. Let me get some love in chat right there. So this is the first time we painted up a squad in some time. And this was for our 9-year stream anniversary last month. And so we're obviously running overtime on it. Pikmin, what's up? Uber Marco, what's up? Says hello, nerds. Oh, we still got their little backpacks. So we're currently doing edge highlighting across the board. We're at the edge highlight stage. We took them out of bat already, and now we're going next level. So the two main components to this armor are just Payne's Gray and Faded Ultramarine. And I'm going to take a pinch of both. Create a little respectful little highlight. I'm going to just draw underneath the rune using our heart pull. That. Like so. Just a nice subtle highlight. We're going center mass here. Same thing here. brighter. Trying to figure out the shape of this thing. It's like a bow tie. Uber Macro, thank you for the follow, brother. Says looking sweet, thanks, man. Pikmin loves gray space wolves. I like dark, but also I do like blue. So this is essentially a blue gray, right? Payne's gray plus faded ultramarine. I do like there to be some blue infiltrating the gray. Stephen Musket just gifted a sub like the legend that he is. Let's take a little bit of that Payne's gray. I want to see if I can jam it back inside the rune. Yeah, there we go. I'll take it. It's good enough for me. So we've got, this was our proof of concept. We applied our assembly line strategy to all of them. We finished him out. Edge highlighted these guys. And now we got to paint the rest of the little, everything is just like painted and washed. And then edge highlighted now. But all the details just, we just slap a little coat of paint on. Well, I never finished this guy's rune. Let's jump on that. Stephen Musket. Couple little heart pulls. Grab a little bit more Payne's gray. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove it back in the rune channel. Okay. Now what's fun is that this guy has real ass knee pads. Now we chose yellow for the storm shields. They're gonna have yellow shoulder pads. Or maybe I'm gonna do red shoulder pads. You know what? Let's play with that real quick. Let's do a little side quest. Side quest activate. We're gonna do basic. Burnt red. Just wanna see what this looks like. Where's that brush? Ever think about dioramas? Dark Horse asks. 40k style rough them off. I have not put any thought in that now. Felt the urge to buy again, Stephen Musket. Well, go to my Patreon page and buy classes. Dark Horse. No, I mean, Mo's Magic. Make him really pop with hot pink shields. You might be right. You might be onto something. Pikmin says he likes them better than Baby Blue. I've done it. Yeah, I don't like that just straight Easter egg. For sure. Okay, let's carefully take the burnt red and just paint it into what little shoulder pad you can actually see. Now these are supposed to be yellow, but I put the yellow emphasis on the shield because I like to be different. And since there's so little shoulder actually showing, I felt like we're going to get all of our tasty yellow from that. So red is one of their other colors. Like, see, look, there's almost no visible shoulder pad. Damn it. Almost nothing. To the point where I'm just like poking a little red onto it. It's like almost nothing. You prefer the gray they use for 30K space? It's almost black, right? For 30K? So we're just doing a little experiment with red on what little shoulder pad is peeking through. Just to kind of see it, feel that out. Which means I feel like then we can paint this knee pad yellow. I kind of feel like it might be good red though too. What do you guys think? What's the vote on the knee pad? I'm sold on the red shoulders. The red, the what little red you can see. Red knee. He's the only one who has the knee pads. Red knee pad. Yellow knee pad. I was gonna do yellow for sure, Edfo. Just a neutral gray jump at you for 30K. Shadowgex says, way to go on the ring, and now you're looking like next level Santa Claus. Shadowgex, when's the last time you've been in here, dude? I haven't seen you for like a year, man. We're getting reds from the chat. I feel like red bounces more, right? Like it. Yeah, like the shield's yellow enough, right? We put our hopes and our yellow hopes and dreams on that shield. So we don't need to do more, right? I feel you. Okay. Yeah, Death Ends. I'll probably do a little design in there. I'm just gonna raw dog some burnt red. Using stippling and heart pulls. That's just palette to model. No thinning. And welcome to the chat, Dead Hands Hobbies. We've been talking on Patreon. Red knee, black triangles. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling something. Some kind of design recoil. Let's sneak in here and get this other one. We're just going to use the tip of our brush, kind of pile on with a little stippling and then heart pulls. So yeah, I feel that the red just peeking through on the shoulders and the yellow, I feel like that's a good call. Thanks, guys. Okay. Just let that dry. Yellow shield draws you to the face. Yellow knee would pull your eye the wrong way. FO, yep. Yeah, I feel like it's bad flow. Not that flow matters all that much for an army, like on that level. But we're painting 3 guys, so it kind of matters now. Shadow says, work has been crazy. Been working on building up a conquest community in LA. LA, Louisiana? LA, Los Angeles. Which one? Can't remember. At some point, I probably knew the answer to that. Good night, Stephen Musket. There's some bold power red. Baker over on YouTube. It's that stream name for me dying. Oh, what did I name it? Let's take a little bold pyro. Should be able to just do a line with a heart pull. Like that. So like that. That'll just chill, looking good. Just straight bold pyro. Heart pull. Don't have to overcomplicate an 1/8 inch of red shoulder pad. Los Angeles, 20-30 players, Conquest. Fuck yeah, dude. Most Magic. It has been a while since I've played Space Wolves, but the Dags triangles used to designate squads. Yep. They had different, each grade company had different designs. We rinse. Let me go back to our gray combo, because right here I want to just emphasize that trim. I always like how Space Wolves, like the trim color is like the color of their armor still. I always thought that was neat. Got to get the inner trim on this type right there. Good to go. Little tracer. So you got to use the tip for a tip tracer. I would never do that on like a whole army. But again, an 1/8 inch of a shoulder pad popping out for these 3 head takers. Yeah, I'll do it. Let me rinse it down. Yellow and black, Ragnar's company. I think we learned that. I remember you telling me that before. Okay. So let's take a little of the burnt red. Red's on. Well, the burnt red, mix it with the bold pyro. And let's just do a kind of repaint from the top. Like that. Nothing too crazy. Let it dry. Just raw dogged it basically. Oh, the red looks so good. I think we'll go a little further. The red. Okay, so we want pure bold pyro. Maybe a little noosh. We're at the top. Maybe like a third of the way down. Just little heart pulls. Just so we have a nice little highlight. Dry thoroughly. If we're going to draw triangles in it, that's kind of tricky, I'm not going to lie. But it's relatively small and it's curved. It's difficult to do any type of symmetry. Yeah, bold pyro is money. Info. It's such a great red. Now we're going to tape up this leg, some clean lines. So, trying to figure out how many triangles would you try to put on this list? I see. They have a pretty good one on the box art that I like. All right, that's pretty fucking cool. Let's grab some black. I'm straight up out of black. This just keep happening. Frigid Phoenix, what up? Thank you for the follow. Trying to hunt down an actual bottle of cold black. There might be some in this one. Coming out. Oh, got a little bit. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. First thing I like to do is take the red that we already have, add black to that. Okay. So we're creating like a black-red kind of ghost, kind of like drafting pen effect. Edfo, thank you for the follow. And what we want is to heart pull triangles. I want a small one here. I want a long one here. Then I want a smaller one here. And here. So that's the shape I want. So I just drafted those on there with not pure black, right? So that way I can manipulate them still. So, because now I can go back to red and subtract or stay black. So I'm going to take red actually. And I'm going to subtract to sharpen. No, not there yet. I will do that, but not right now. Let's grab pure black. So we're going to use the tip. Light brush pressure. Rotate this way. Hold on a second, guys. Let me check on my lady.
Did that shit, made me bored. Now I'm on to something new. Might not mean much, but what you gonna do? Yeah, I might just go to France. say fuck you too, that's the best I can do, bitch. Shit, what a dude, I'm in the mood, yeah, let's do a shot or two. You know I've been set my ways. She say you can do it, no way. Let that karma rule my day. Sheep your parties off her face. Have a team up, you go to space. Yeah, these habits I can't replace. You know I've been set my ways. She say you can do it, no way. Let that karma rule my day. Sheep your parties off her face. Have a team up, you go to space. Yeah, these habits I can't replace. Is it a habit or is it something more? I hope I never know. Never know yet. Never know yet. Can't do these parties no more. That's why I keep to my own. My own, yeah. To my own, yeah. You know I've been set my ways. She say you can do it, no way. Let that karma rule my day. Sheep your parties off her face. Have a team up, you go to space. Yeah, these habits I can't replace. You know I've been set my ways. She say you can do it, no way. Let that karma rule my day. Sheep your parties off her face. Have a team up, you go to space. Yeah, these habits I can't replace.
Hold me now, I am breaking. Eyes are raw and bones are aching.
All right.
Unclench my fist
So
for the last time today.
we're trying to get these triangles
And wish
to be precise.
would fade away.
The secret to that is high opacity, low moisture, tip of the brush, and heart pulse.
All of the sleepless nights,
But because the surface is like a ball,
all of the worry trapped under blinding lights.
it's hard. So you're gonna just do your best, and then you're gonna have to erase by going back to the red.
We take it out just to prove wrong from
And so you get, and the added bonus of that
just to prove
is now we can do kind of like a secondary tier of highlights. So we're gonna go back to high opacity bold pyro.
just like
We have not done whips yet, Doug Jemison. We will soon. Baby, I love you.
strong out but never tired. When the flames
See, we're using that to shape
will soar up
the triangle back to where we want it to be nice and sharp.
and start again. All of the hours, all of the sleepless nights, all of the worry trapped under blinding light.
And the added bonus is now you get this really neat border around the triangle. And it gives you this extra feeling of dimension. I'm no stranger to painting little triangles on 40K minis. We've done a lot of orcs with this technique.
Keep your back from the
Now, I like to go one step further. Last thing before whip is we'll take the black, add some of this white blue to it, and make a gray. And we're going to go inside the black again and try to deploy a little inner highlight. See if I can get that on camera for you. So now there's like a bit of depth to the design, where it's almost like it's embossed. Simple technique, all using heart pull edge highlighting techniques. And that's why when I teach that in my classes, any one of you guys are taking the class and we talk about heart pulls and we say it's the brushstroke of precision, it's also the brushstroke of freehand. So to make the most precise freehand heart pull. Exclamation point whip. We'll set up for it. Dead hand hobbies, you like that? Good call on the red shoulder pad or red shoulder and knees. I think it definitely looks better. And he's the only guy with him, so it's not even like we have to do that much work. And we could do a little more excitement on that if we want. We can do ultra red. We can do anything we want, but I feel like that's enough action. I'm not trying to take these models to the absolute peak. What I'm trying to do is show you exactly what I used to do for commissioning and how we in the same workflow strategies. That would have been like one guy, right? I would have done one guy like that in the squad. Maybe more. I did a Space Wolf army once for a commission, and I did stuff like that. But you really have to be selective about what kind of designs you're trying to throw down on a full army, because what you end up doing on your proof of concept might end up being the reason why you don't finish the project. It's too hard, but it was really fun to do on one model. Knee club for men. Well, right. More pigment nose. Sustainability. Let's queue up. Exclamation point class prize. Every $50 donated, we'll give away a free lesson. Exclamation point class. If you're trying to get down on these courses, pop an open Discord right meow. So my fiance is over there in the bed looking all cute. It's the first time I've said that in the Beats Lab. Guys, you know, she came home, went downstairs, lifted weights like a savage, then made food, and then came up here, and now she's playing video games. She doesn't even let me open pickle jars. Kyrie just got back from vacation and saw the canceling of the airbrush course. The one from Challenger Cup. Did you get my email? Let me make sure I have your email, because Kicker gave me all the emails. Oh, you got it? Sick. Tight. Good. Yeah, hit me up, because what had happened is we didn't sell enough tickets to even pay for my plane ticket out there. It was a great idea when they had the idea for Challenger Cup, because they wanted, like, you know, people to help promote it, but at the end of the day, Challenger Cup is the biggest teams tournament right now in the country. It's not a painting convention. So, like, the draw wasn't really there. So I asked them if he could refund those dudes, and then if I could contact them and offer them all a free lesson, like for my course. Greenleaf Terrain Studios. Oh, isn't it the retired Florida man trying to paint again? Too old, bro. I barely can do it. I don't have what it takes anymore. Honestly. All right, let's run over to whips. What am I looking at? 555. Oh, did you post the whips, Saruman? Oh, he did, guys. This will be a treat. So he sent me these pictures while I was in Puerto Rico last week, and I showed them to my lady, and she's like, "What am I even looking at?" And then she zoomed in and saw it. Oh, why do I have Photoshop? Let me close this shit. Look at this shit. Enhance. He's got the fucking Twisted Tea fanny pack on. The future of thirst. Like, this is the picture. She's like, what am I looking at? It's so good. Final days of summer. Let's take a look at some Marvel Crisis Protocol, some MCP. This is my brother's favorite game. He just fit. Did you see all the terrain my brother posted? I think I shared it in a story. Didn't you guys see that stuff? On Instagram? Damn, this is awesome, Stormon. This is dope. It's like that's the only hobby my brother can still do with his job. And so he's gotten really into. Remember I painted like Storm and Lockjaw for my nieces for like Christmas one year? They played together. He's got so many minis painted. I think actually what he did is he hired a guy locally to like do battle ready paint jobs for him. And like everything. And he just like kind of paints the stuff he wants. And he just kind of keeps shipping this guy stuff. So he can have everything. But then he goes really hard on the terrain and stuff and plays with his daughters, and now he's got his coworkers into it, so he sets some stuff up in the hotel room and plays with them because they travel every week. If you haven't seen the picture, Saruman, I'll dig them out. Yeah, this is a big improvement. Saruman, I love this. I love that. I love this pose too. I love like the wrist rocket aimed down, and the hand rocket down like at stabilizer. I love that pose. Oh yeah, what was it, Saruman? Rattle can, matte varnish. Blowing dirt from the floor of the basement. Oof. You put them on the floor in your basement when you hit them up? Oh, you savage. Nurgle Matthew back in chat. Oh, it's so good. Nurgle Matthew, you ever gonna post your nights for me? I want to see those. Beautiful work, Stormman. War Pigment. This is what you ran. Wait, I can't understand your War Pigment. So I have to translate them. These are from your HeroScape game? Are these like a bunch of heavy hitters? Saruman, put them down on newspaper and varnish them. Yeah. Next time, put that newspaper on your desk. Or just take them outside, spray them, and come right back inside. Saruman, you're going to do another Hulkbuster and use these techniques to ball out like you did on War Machine? Yeah, that's going to look good, man. Custodes Bears, Durable Matthew. Crazy in chat. What's up, man? Saruman, yeah. Honestly, since you only really paint one model at a time for that hobby, you should just be doing the one model at a time strategies, right? Varnish through your airbrush for sure. Oh, and a deer. I get it now. That's why you said that. This is a deer in your front yard? My lady's gonna be jealous. She loves deers. Whenever we go to my parents' house, we go around looking for deers. It's just 2 feet away from you? No. But, yep, it's right there. When you took the picture, it scared the deer away. These bears are hilarious. These bears. Oh, is this the tabletop tints bear we did? I remember that. Oh, Darth Jameson back on the black carriage, the black coach. Oh, so you know Captain Banhammer did one too. I was talking about how my other student did one, and we were criticizing his base. And we said we need to get some tombstones on that joint or something, and he was like, "Oh wait, there's some in the box." So now we've got 2 black coaches in the chat. I like how you did the skeleton, the rib cages and stuff on these horses. Is that a hearse? Or however you spell that fucking word. Crazy asks. God, Jameson, you printed a ton of tombstones for the whole army. That's a good base idea. Beautiful work. Brian, this is Brian from YouTube. Oh, some nice purples locked in here. What's the plan for the exoskeleton color? So you've got like that lighter
Question.
shade.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
I just spent like $900 on booze for the upcoming football season, so I think there's a few bucks left here for my favorite hobo.
Shout out to my man Stormon, the White OG, dropping $66.6 on the chat. Triggering a giveaway. We'll give away a class credit because of our boy. $900 on booze for football? You guys throw like football parties at your house every weekend? Bro, what a legend. Crazy sick Ravener kill team. But is this a kill team for real? Seems OP. But I was wondering what the plans were for the lighter exoskeleton color, because like I like how you use basically all the same formula to get carapace and exoskeleton, but I'd like to see that exoskeleton get brighter, and I wonder if you were gonna like hand highlight up on those ridges and stuff to bring some of that exoskeleton up even one more shade. That's always the most obnoxious part about painting Tyranids, is creating that big delineation between the carapace and exoskeleton, but also not breaking your back while painting it. Color scheme was harder than I thought because you can't leave the purple. Yep, Brian. Yeah. So for me, all I would do, now that you've got the two pieces set up, I mean, honestly, you can kind of dry brush a lot of this. Like, I would leave the dark purple carapace intact. For sure, Brian. You may have to re-establish some dark purple, but what I would have done is dry brushed all of this exoskeleton. You got that light shaded pink on there, light shaded purple. I would have just set up some respectful dry brushing, working my way up to white. Just the same pinkish color, little white. Dry brush it, more white. Dry brush it, more white. Dry brush it, and then cut your carapaces back in that you got some dry brush on by accident, and which you can still do. There's enough texture to catch the dry brush. Big soft round dry brush. We're gonna give away class credit at the end of this whip session, guys. Every $50 donated, we give away a lesson. John Patching. Some 30K custodies. What am I looking at here? Oh, I love this. They look so awesome when they're painted, when they actually have a real paint scheme versus just gold. So much better. Brad Swan chat, what's up, brother? Brian says, I'm with you, inspired by your work. The purples and the pinks. Big fan. Yeah, this color scheme slaps. John Patrick. Gold on gold is so boring. It's boring but easy, right? GW is good at having a few easy low model count armies in their lineup. The solar watch, you like the white, the red. It looks great. Yeah, that red and white looks great. Crazy. This little apothecary, look at this guy. This looks amazing, dude. You gotta show these highlights on the shoulder pad. Those are the hardest ones, remember? The inner panel line. You gotta show a little bit more respect. More glaze, edit it down. It's a long pull and it's a curved pull. So it's easy to fuck up. John Patrick, that's what I really love about 30k Custodes. My 3,000 point army is 20 dudes. 2 dreads, 5 jetpacks. It's great though. Crazy. That's just one bad line. You fix. Glaze edit. Gabriel Angelos? Oh, is this the old wait, this is the Forge World one? Right? This... I believe, right, Rico? Yeah, it's so bad. Remember the Artel minis? Gabriel Angelos? Like, fucking fucks, dude. Remember that one? And then, like, GW's is this? It's like... They should have been embarrassed. See if I can find it in my folders. Yeah, we painted it just using classic NLP techniques. Found it. We did a promo with this. Remember this? Like, look at how much better Artel's is. It's upsetting. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me go to Instagram real quick. See if I can snag up this post from my brother, so you guys can see his whip. He's super proud of it. He's been texting me all week. This has been his hobby project all summer for MCP. Saruman still in here? Recoil, that's all you can get. Yeah, no, I feel you, dude. So yeah, he's really hype on this, and he went super hard on these little graphics. That was like a big part of the project. He was creating the little adverts. He used like AI and like printers and all this shit. And so he came up with all these different art posters. And then he did it all like, he did a bunch of it with contrast paints and stuff. And then he was irritated because he was showing me in person, and I was like, "Yeah, it looks like garbage, bro. I don't know what to tell you." And I was like, "Why don't you use pigments?" He was like, you're right." And then he went back at it, and it came out so good. Look at this. Oh, hold on. It's the wrong picture. There we go. Look at this, Saruman. Look at that look at that dick pill ad. War pigment, yep, that's Hulk themed dick pills. Saruman, you literally just finished the same piece of terrain. Look at this. Yeah, he plays this with his kids, War Pigment. Look at these like ads, like these in-universe ads. Oh yeah, post it up, Saruman. And look at this. He's got like Skittles and Coke. Save the day. Look at this stuff. Yeah, Brian, aren't they good? Yeah, he spent like weeks AIing these up, then creating the right size, had them printed out. Look at this. You got a Twisted Tea ad on this one. Dude, look at this shit. Saruman with your Twisted Tea fanny pants. Look at this. Giant sized taste, any sized hero. Dark Horse, make a full poster of that for your room, right? Brian, he crushed it, right? He's so proud of this, man. So Armand, he needs a picture of I need to get a look. We need to get a picture of you and turn it into a poster. Sign up and take your super soldier serum. Serve your country. It's a recruitment ad. Yeah, and he just sent me pictures from his hotel room this week. And he already set up his stuff for after hours play. He's so happy with it. Oh, you got the graffiti on yours. He was talking about doing graffiti. Oh, let me get yours up, Soromon. I think he did so much research because that's like how he is. Brian, yes, he put a lot of effort into that, like retro but modern themes. Wolf Priest Carl, absolutely. Oh, look, Soromon went hardcore too. Look at this. Build stronger bones with adamantium. The graffiti's from Green Stuff World. Best transfers out there. Yeah, I love that. Great job. All right, let's do a little giveaway, guys. Every $50. Shout out to Soromon. Exclamation point class credit. For a free class lesson. Greenleaf already won. Teach you how to retire. I can teach you how to retire for like an afternoon.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Every $50 you say.
My brother just texted me pictures of these sentinels. We get some strong man love and chat from my man Recoil. We're gonna be pulling 2 names out the hat because of this legend. David doesn't even know that I was showing his stuff off. The Huff, Recoil, Mateo, Bo's Magic. Trying to see if I can get his ass to log in. Was there a cat back here? Which cat? Maybe is there a cat running around here? Which one? You're not gonna tell me which one. Where is he? Is he under my desk? White cute one. That's what Recoil says. That's Sky. He's a baby. No turtles allowed in chat. That's my brother. Hey, baby. Oh, he's crying like a little baby. Exclamation point class credit, giving away free course credit. We're gonna do 2 drawings. No turtles allowed in chat. Yeah, we just did a we were just looking at Saruman. So David, check this. So Saruman, he showed me his after yours, but just so you know, Saruman is our resident Marvel Crisis Protocol guy. He's always sharing his recent work. And there's more to it than that. David says, hope everyone liked the Hulk boner pills. Oh, yeah. Papa Penguin VT in the chat. Legend. So, but here's what's more important, David. Saruman is one of the guys that won a Twisted Tea fanny pack, The Future of Thirst, and he takes pictures of himself in different locations wearing the fanny pack. And that's the most recent one. That's him with the Twisted Tea fanny pack. So, you can imagine how he felt when he saw this. Papa Penguin VT, chilling, brother. No, turn this on. You have a Twisted Tea metal pail still? Like the little one or the cooler? That's a D for the cooler. Oh, like a straight up bucket? Yo, let me get that. The hell, man. Exclamation point. Class credit. Giving away class credit. Let me put 2 minutes on the clock right now. Sormon says, you still have the dick pill magnet. Yeah, I got a T-Mobile Tuesday free magnets. Turn them into a collage of my dick pill selfies from Circle K. Next time you're in Orlando. Saruman, your mom was over there today and she asked what it was. You said for hair growth. Nice. Nice. So we're going to draw 2 winners. Class credit. Exclamation point class credit. Papa Penguin VT in chat. What's up, man? Legend. He's been around for 91 months. Stream change. He changed his stream name. He's had a kid. Lots happened for this guy. Papa Penguin, you know, we just did 9 years on Twitch last month. Sormon, he told her I was a spokesperson for the company. Nice. No Turtles Loud says, in my hotel in New York, about to play MCP with the new terrain. I told everyone, you playing with your team, your work team.
Skulls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
Uh-oh. Papa Penguin VT. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support as always. Let me get some strong man love in chat for Papa Penguin VT. Your work wives. Nice. No turtle. Let's get some hype in chat for Papa Penguin. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support as always. All right, we're going to pick 2 names out the hat. Sloam Two-Face. I think I already have you. Are you already a Wandering Black Belt in the Discord? And Papa Penguin VT. Papa Penguin, are you in my Discord server? Yep, you are. Long War? The Long War server? I just added a role. And the role grants you access to next level supporters and student docs. And so you can check out the syllabus and sign up on our spreadsheet. John Patrick was very disappointed when a bunch of people at your work said they were starting a fantasy football league to find out they were not, in fact, playing Blood Bowl. Yeah, Papa Penguin. your access to the syllabus and the course. I'll make a little DM and at you in the appropriate location. Next level supporters. Oh, you're not online right now. When you get back on, you should see something there. You're on Do Not Disturb right now. Dark Horse says Blood Bowl needs to get more love. That's true. All right. That was a good session. Good whip session, guys. Exclamation point BRB. Our Top D Grand Prix this month is sponsored by Battle Ready Boxes. Slum Two-Face. Slum Two-Face, didn't I already make you one? Or you just DM me, so did I fail to make you? No, you've got it. We're good. I pinged you too. He says, I am just saying hi, dog. Thanks, man. That's right. I think he talks to me through Discord most of the time. So, like I said, this month, we're giving away custom colors, battle ready boxes for all your gaming accoutrement. And these are the only colors like this. So the only way to win one is at the end of the month for the Top D Grand Prix. Let's run it back to these wolves. Shout out to my brother. No turtles allowed. Good luck on your guys' game. Hope you guys have fun. Don't forget to have a twisted system. Top D's nuts. That's right, Kilty. That's right. Well said. Okay, so we splash some color on the knee pads. I'll take it. We're getting there. We're going places, but you see, this guy's got other things done. So this guy is the proof of concept. And we're bringing these guys up to his level now. So let's splash some color on these axes. Oh. If I know me, trying to remember what I did. And I know I have a tutorial on it on Patreon, edited down really nice for our 9-year anniversary. But I'm just gonna guess. So I'm pretty sure I used some of this jade. And I feel like if it was me who did it, I also used some transparent blue. Oh, and sky blue? Did I use sky blue? Fuck. Should really go back and look at my own video. Okay, my gut says... Oh, let me rinse the soap off of this. My gut says it was just these. Let me add some sky blue and take a look. It could also be that. It's hard to tell. Like it. We're just gonna raw dog this right over the metal. No thinning. Our frost axe, base coat, YOLO. That's right, Dark Horse. Right here, using the heart pull, big fat number 6. And try to do a bunch of thin coats. It's thin enough because I use transparent blue. And I definitely lowered the innate opacity and coverage. Mechanic paint. Brian says, I own these transparent paints. What do you typically use them for? I use them to excite colors. Typically. Like I added transparent blue to jade to create this more saturated position. And we're going to do some highlighting in a second. Once that dries. It's close. Let me rinse the brush. Trying to stay busy, so let's hot down. Who's that sunny skin tone? Warm flesh. Yeah, it has a lot of applications like Crazy just mentioned for magenta. Brian, like, you know, my edge lords, I use like, you know, like dark blue, blue, sky blue kind of workup, but I'll use like transparent white or white ink to blow it out even more, and then glaze it with the airbrush with transparent blue and make it more saturated than is reasonable. Okay, while the axes are drying, let's take a little bit of noosh. Whoop, that's not noosh. That's blue. Let's take a little bit of noosh. A little bit of this warm flesh. And let me just see if I can mess with the skin. The nose, cheeks. I'm gonna grab more noosh. Lower the opacity a little bit. And I'm just trying to highlight tops of the cheekbones. Side of his forehead right here. Just to throw a little bit of love on the face. Just using the heart pull technique. Over here on the side. More noosh. Really lower the opacity. Just try to stay busy. Just add a little bit of action to the face. While we're waiting for things to dry. And I think I was also using that other skin tone. What was it called? Most importantly, what does it look like? It's like advanced skin or some shit. I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck it's called or where it is. Where the hell is it hiding? Found it. Yep, advanced recoil. Got it. Take a little bit of that. Create something a little bit in between the two. Lower the opacity. Take a little bit of the advanced. Around here on the side. A little bit of the warm. Right there. And these little like crow's feet on the side. Kind of blur some of that back together. Move it back to the warm flesh. Shut the thong. Good. And that's what we learned from the other one is these faces are a little strange compared to some of the other Space Marine faces. So you have to really exaggerate, especially right here around on the side, where like the forehead, brow connect to the cheek. I want a little line up against the hairline. And then I want to put a little dark line there. I want between the hair and I'm gonna grab the advanced skin tone with a little black in it and pan wash a little border in against the hairline, like a shadow. Right there. And now the orange, we were using the Nova orange. I feel like you can also use Sunny skin tone here. Mix it with the Nova orange. Big bushy eyebrows. I think the eyebrows are really what makes it weird. They do these huge bushy eyebrows. Here we want to do these exaggerated lines. The heart pull. And I'm going to make it orange again. First, I just wanted to go a little brighter. Go back to Nova Orange. Some Noosh. Lower the opacity. Be a touch of Bold Power Red in the mix. And it's basically just going to kind of glaze that right over. It's got a lot of Noosh, so it's very low opacity. So want that preposterous Viking hair color there. I'm gonna hit a couple knots in his braid again. Some stipples. Want to hit the hairline one last time. That was just a little side quest. Chaotic Painting, what's up, brother? Now let's get back to this axe. So simply, we've got this little puddle, right? And so we want to just get some highlight. A little Noosh. And simply, we just want to hit bright. And I did it purely with heart pulls in the last one. But you can also streamline the operation. A little bit of quick kind of wet glazing. Still using the heart pull, but before we were using more of like a high opacity, low moisture approach. And here I'm letting it be wet on purpose and just quickly going between the two and using capillary to blur the lines. So, and that doesn't take very long at all to do. And you will still need to do some touching up, for sure. But I'm just moving between the darks and the highlights. Rinse the brush, reset, taking a little transparent blue. Gotta make sure your brush isn't soaking wet either. And that gives you kind of like the framework of the blade. And then you end up edge highlighting and stuff. It's simple. But we're just putting these base coats down real quick. We got 17 minutes left in the final 4 with 3 names. You can get on the list for the battle ready boxes for as little as $1 right now. That's how you paint recoil. You raw dog it. So we're just pulling out highlight using the white blue, kind of using our base. Here, rinse, reset. Pick up some transparent blue. it back in using the heart pull. And it doesn't actually have to be that blurred. I've mentioned this so many times when doing this type of effect, because the edge highlighting that we do at the end is really the most important step. What you just want is just a bright, dark, bright tri-blend. And you can make it as stunning as you want, or as blurry as you want. So a lot of times I'll just hit it like this, and then dial it in as needed later. Rinse, reset. Drop back. Did you have an OG Pewter Logan floating around from 3rd edition? Savage. That's so fucking awesome. Same thing. I knew I messed up. Those little heart pulls. And then you would just use your little brush. You want to dial it in further. Get a little noosh. Same thing, we know what the mix is. Let's get a little bit more of the white blue or noosh. Right, and now with the little brush, dial it in. Got a little noosh on there to help spread it and lower the opacity. You see, you could, same thing, you just eyeball where you're at, make the adjustment. The wider you go on the outsides, the shinier you're saying it is. That's about as white as we want on this one. We didn't go very white. So just make the adjustments as you see them. That's it. 12 minutes left. Take some of this. Just cut the back side of the blade out, so you just see the knife edge. Take a little of the jade. Same thing. Now you remove the back part of the axe. So just the blade is there. And you see that's really all that's happening here. This one's just edge highlighted. That's it. This one has more. I can see that the proof of concept has more jade in it, so might make that adjustment still. Transparent blue, jade. Right there. But it should be something that is sustainable. If you have to paint a bunch of frost axes. And this is pretty sustainable. That's it. Set it down. Back to a small brush. Example. Here's that white blue. High opacity, low moisture. We've got 9 minutes left. Now we're hitting it with a tracer. Hold your breast finger from right to left. There's a little chink in the blade right there. I have to fix that. Run the tracer. And I'm trying to do this as not tight as possible. Like one pass to show you how good it looks without having to overthink anything. We didn't go back and forth over the blade. We just let it ride the way it was. Nothing on this one. We're just leaving this one in its raw state back here. Now, the hardest part is the bevel. But you should be able to actually hit this. If you lay shallow, like that. So this one we went back and forth on a few more times, and this one we just let it ride as soon as it hit. And it's almost like, okay, that was a waste of time. But I would still touch it up a little bit. For example, that little chink in there, I don't like that. So things I would do to fix it are simple. Go back to your transparent blue. And just add a little darker center point right there. Little noosh. And use this to erase that chink that showed up. And if you wanted to make this part of the blade look better, same thing. Take the noosh and the transparent blue, run this right against your edge highlight right here. And I'm not using any black or anything on this. A lot of times I would when I'm doing like a sword or an axe. But I want this to be frosty as hell. You know what I'm saying? A little moisture. And so just get a little bit more extreme against that edge. You see that? And by not using any black, we're keeping the blues fresh. I'm fixing this up a little bit by just glazing some blue back over it. And you can do that anywhere on this line that you don't like. You can go back a step into any one of these blues. Lower the opacity, pull some of the excess moisture off. And you can use that and kind of glaze it over the line and subdue it anywhere you want. Knock it down slightly. Uber Macro says, do you post your stream so I can watch some again later to get what I missed? So for free, YouTube saves them all now. I mean, so like I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch doesn't save them anymore. I mean, they do if you're a sub, but I do edit these and put them on Patreon. So this Space Wolf project macro is almost current. It's almost up to this step in edited digestible pieces where I cut all the game show stuff out. So every one of my projects, basically on the weekends, I edit. Right, I cut out all the tails and everything, the whip sessions, and I just make them digestible. So Patreon is your pay to win component, but you can grind it out, watch the whole 3 hours, the whole billion hours with no editing on YouTube still for free. Twitch took away our highlight. So like, luckily I already backed everything up on Vimeo. And so if you wanted to go one step further, we got 3.5 minutes left to get in the final 4 for our Battle Ready box giveaway this month. You can take the ice blue macro, lower the opacity, run into a heart pull, and just deliberately run a little aggressive right here. And that's the white blue. Just ping. But doing these types of weapon effects are actually pretty easy using our brush control strategies from my course, from my syllabus, exclamation point class. This is all about attainable, sustainable workflow strategies, hand control, brush control. We're applying this all to this model right here to a lot of people in the streets. Is like, bro, that's like fucking some crazy shit. You guys watch me paint. It's not crazy. 2-piece airbrush workup. Blocked everything in, washed everything in. All we did was edge highlight it, but we didn't even edge highlight it that good. We only edge highlighted like 60% of it. It's just done in the most methodical, correct way possible. All the gold and shit's just gold with wash. The shield, we just sub-assembled that and airbrushed it. This is all NLP, traditional assembly line commission painting techniques. We haven't done one of those in a while. We were doing it to celebrate our 9 years. 1 minute, 55 seconds. You could be in the final 4 to win that battle box at the end of the month. for $1, minute and a half. Macro, thank you for considering Patreon. We also did just put out a table of contents on Macro that Recoil helped with big time. We're really proud of it. This Macro, I have like literally hundreds of tutorials. I mean, like, so many. And now we actually have a dope table of contents in their orientation program. The Huff, Dark Horse, both double donating, putting us in overtime.
And his name is John C.
You can't see him? The recoil. I don't even know how to do the 2017 stuff, recoil. Do you see how, like, a lot of this, I posted it all, like, off the top of my head in 2017? And those old videos don't even, like, have player on them. It's like, bro, that's a nightmare. We have to sit down on Zoom one day and just do it. It's hard. Waldo's my guy. Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing Waldo's in 2017 with Twitch. And, like, how to put it on Patreon. Because before I was just doing studio stuff. So, the worst part is I wasn't using I don't have a player embed in those recoil. So I have to, like, I have no idea where they are in Vimeo. And I have to go, like, into the source, look at the fucking video tag. Then I have to go to Vimeo, like, search the video tag,
You gotta get
find the video,
here.
change the fucking embed
It's time to get
format,
swifty.
repost the link, everything in
You gotta
2017.
get swifty. Oh yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
1 minute, 15 seconds overtime. Shout out to Waldo's. Anybody who got shit on, Recoil's got your back. Just let them know. Waldo's, that's about when you started watching. Yeah, so that 2017 is a nightmare, Recoil. Because like 100% of the videos are like that. Where like you can just play. You can't move the timeline around. You can't do anything. You have no controls over the video. That's useless. That's not a real tutorial. That's garbage. You have to watch 20 minutes of our intro blank screen to even start watching the video. That's useless. I don't know when that happened. Because they used to always have player file on them. And then later you had to like use that as like a favorite like playlist thing. So later we had to put that in and you had to select it. So everything prior to that moment just got de-player-fied. Because of Vimeo. Classic old days on Twitch, Uber Macro. But luckily, the bulk of the dope shit didn't happen in 2017. So, anything that gets missed in the table of contents is fine. And also, we're not putting everything in the table of contents. Yeah. Yeah, Recoil's been helping me with that too. Just straight removing certain content that no longer is applicable. Recoil's been instrumental in the table of contents. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on it too, Recoil. What we want to do is, because we get so sidetracked so often, so we want to create we'll have to ask Arthur about how to do this, but I'd like people to be able to add tags to the spreadsheet. Oh, so we have another giveaway. One more giveaway. And we're out of here. One minute on the clock. Exclamation point class credit. Exclamation point class credit. Sloan Two-Face with the second credit of the night. Let me get some love in the chat right there. Power Metal outro song. Oh, let me go. I didn't put it on my thing. Let me go. I think it's in my downloads. Is it Power Dog or Metal Dog? All right, I put Power Dog on the list. All right, where's the raid going? Shout out to Sloan Two-Face, Uber Macro. Uber, thank you, Uber Macro. I appreciate you, man. We do what we can. Teach 5 days a week. Exclamation point access to sign up for my classes. That's a big part of what I do, honestly, Macro. Let me get some love for Saruman, Recoil, Waldo's, The Huff, Dark Horse, Papa Penguin, everyone who subbed. Mateo. Waiting for Recoil to call this shot. Chaotic Painting in the chat. Is Rottweiler not on? You... Alright, pick somebody else, bro. I can smell chicken cooking downstairs right now. Useless Wizard. I love him. All right, the raid is ticking down. Bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over to Useless Wizard. Shout out to Recoil for this one. Until we meet again, play on, players.